NXT WarGames will be happening on Sunday, December 5th. Got a loaded card here to talk about. Cameron Grimes versus Duke Hudson in a hair versus hair match. Also got Imperium taking on Legado del Fantasma for the NXT Tag Team titles. Roderick Strong defending his NXT Cruiserweight Championship against Joe Gasey. And then we got the two War Games matches, because of course you need two of everything if you're in WWE. You got Raquel Gonzalez, Io Shirai, Cora Jade, and Kaylee Ray versus Dakota Kai and the members of Toxic Attraction. That is Mandy Rose's new group there. There's, I think, JC Jane, and I forgot the name of the other person. Gigi Dolan. Gigi Dolan. There we go. So they're going to be in that War Games match. That's been built up actually pretty nice. Actually, both these War Games matches, I think, have been built up pretty nice. And
yeah, I think so.
Finally, we have the War Games match to end all NXT War Games. The battle for NXT. It is the old NXT versus the new NXT. Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Pete Dunne, and LA Knight versus Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Grayson Waller, and Tony D'Angelo. Stacked card.
It's not a bad match, actually.
Stacked card. We'll go through these matches individually, but Trevor, War Games. What do you have to say?
I mean, I've always loved the War Games. I never thought they did them correctly, but I always liked the way they did it. So I'm actually excited. And looking at this card, it's pretty loaded. It's better than I thought it was going to be, honestly.
Yeah. I think this is like even in the new NXT. I mean, these are still really good matches. I mean, the one of the week. I'm not a huge fan of Joe Gasey. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he's fine in the ring. I'm not a huge fan. He's fine. He's good enough. I'm interested to see how Toxic Attraction do. We know what Mandy Rose can do, but Gigi, I'm interested to see what she can really do in there. I'm excited to see Io Shirai finally get some more TV time. Cora Jade, I like a lot. Kaylee Ray, what more can you say? But yeah, the main event, the old NXT versus new NXT is by far the most compelling thing on this card.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just get into the card real quick. So we got Cameron Grimes taking on Duke Hudson in a hair versus hair match. His name is Cameron Grimes, and he's not getting his hair cut today. What do you got to say?
I'm gonna tell you what. I've always thought Cameron Grimes didn't get the attention he deserved. I've always liked Cameron Grimes. I've always been a fan. Even when he started doing the money woo gimmick, I always loved that. Thought it was hilarious. I kind of feel the same way about Joe Gasey that you feel about Duke Hudson, that you kind of feel about Joe Gasey. Not taking anything away from his talent. It just doesn't wow me. But I'm picking Cameron in this one.
Yeah, I'm going with the guy who WWE is gonna want to win this match, and that is Duke Hudson.
Yeah, you're right.
He won the breakout tournament. He's been booked very solid. I'm pretty sure, isn't he the one who took out Kyle O'Reilly? He's like the reason Kyle O'Reilly isn't in this NXT War Games match, which I think is not great. Like, LA Knight, love him to death, but that's Kyle O'Reilly's spot, if we're being honest.
Yeah, LA Knight hasn't been there long enough.
But yeah, I mean, I think Duke Hudson's getting a push right now. He's in the middle of a big-time push, possibly the push of his career that could determine whether or not he goes to the main roster. I know Vince likes him. I'm going with Hudson on that one.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Next match, Imperium. That is Fabian. I don't know how to say his last name, but Fabian versus Barthel. What do you got to say, Marcel Barthel?
Imperium wins, I believe. They've held the belts for a little bit now, and what's his name? I forget which one of them was. One of them had an injury not too long ago, which is when they came back, which is why they put the belts on them. No, I believe Imperium wins this one.
Joaquin Wilde is going to walk out with the win and the pinfall victory over Fabo. I'm going with Legado del Fantasma.
I
Raul
like them though. I
Mendoza.
do like Legado del Fantasma.
They are just workaholics. I think it's finally their time to retake the NXT tag team titles. I love Joaquin Wilde. I think this dude has a lot of potential. He's in WWE, so I'm not gonna say superstar. Oh, actually, no, they're all superstars. Damn it. But he has immense potential to be great. I think.
Oh, he really does.
In wrestling. I think winning the tag titles here would go a long way for that. Especially we don't really know what Imperium's doing. We don't know what Walter's status is. Maybe they reset that and they all go up to the main roster. That could be a sign potentially. So we'll see what happens with that. Roderick Strong versus Joe Gasey.
Roderick. I think he.
Oh, now this guy.
I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. Rest in peace, RH. Love it. But I honestly
still got 2 weeks.
Roderick wins this. And so Roderick takes it, I believe.
Look,
I mean, what kind of push is Joe Gasey getting right now? I don't really think he's getting a big one.
If Vince McMahon is booking this pay-per-view, Joe Gasey's not winning this match. It's Roderick Strong. I'm picking Roderick Strong. Because Roderick. Anyway, let's go to the first War Games match. Raquel Gonzalez's team versus basically Mandy Rose's team and Dakota Kai. What do you got to say about this one?
This is gonna be a good one too. I honestly believe. Like you said earlier, I'm interested to see what Toxic Attraction does. Haven't seen them in this type of atmosphere. It'd be interesting to see. You've seen Raquel Gonzalez in this. You've seen Dakota Kai in this. Haven't seen Mandy Rose in something quite like this. Io Shirai has been in one of these matches before. It's going to be interesting to see what exactly happens. But my gut says Lee Ray and Dakota Kai and Toxic Attraction, only because I think it's going to be a heel push. But I don't know. I'm gonna go with them.
This whole card is Big Bang of heels winning every match. Basically.
It really is.
And I think it kind of signifies, the old NXT dying. I really do think that is what the theme of this pay-per-view is.
Yeah.
You also got to factor in the fact that Toxic Attraction, they have Mandy Rose, who has the NXT Women's Championships. They have the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships, which... Again, I don't know why they exist. They serve a purpose here. I think it would have been better off for them to use all of the women in more compelling storylines throughout all three brands and just have the floating WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. I just don't think there's enough of a roster in strictly NXT to warrant that. That being said, they are getting a push. I think Dakota Kai is honestly a little bit of an afterthought. This, as far as her team goes, I think the focus is going to be on Toxic Attraction. They're going to get the victory here. Finally, in our final match, what I am assuming is going to be the main event, I'm not sure, but in the final
War Games
match coming up this Sunday, I'm not going to get tired of that. It's going to be, of course, Ciampa, Gargano, Pete Dunne, LA Knight, the old NXT versus the new NXT, Braun Breaker, Kamala Hayes, Grayson Waller, and Tony D'Angelo. Trevor, who you got and why?
So this one's a little more interesting. I'm going the same way, but because I don't really think you would classify Braun Breaker as a heel. But
he's a heel. I'm pretty sure he's like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a heel now.
Okay.
I don't know if they've kind of explicitly said it. Like he's basically he's
okay.
He's a heel.
I mean, I know Kamala Hayes and Grayson Waller both, and Tony D'Angelo, but Braun Breaker, I didn't really know exactly. Because to be honest with you, I've been trying to keep up with NXT, but I haven't really as much as I wanted to. But. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry to everyone who watches this show live on Tuesdays. During NXT, our competition is NXT.
True. and I don't know who's
Yet people still show up.
But I'll say Braun Breaker's team, definitely. Like you said, I think this is a signification of the old NXT dying, pretty much. So, yeah.
The old NXT dying. You know what I wish they would have done? I agree with you. Braun Breaker, new NXT, Camilo Hayes, Grayson Waller, all those guys win. Tommaso Ciampa goes out. Actually, no, I think Johnny Gargano is probably going to take the pinfall or submission here since he's the one probably on the way out.
What's Pete Dunne's contract? Did he resign?
Oh, he resigned. He's
okay.
Oh, I got that blood money. No, he's taking care of his family. I
there you go.
I have no qualms. Have fun, Pete Dunne. But this would have been so much better. I don't know why. In wrestling, they have this weird thing. Here's the one thing TNA did right. like I just completely off topic.
A handful of things.
The one thing TNA did right was the main event mafia. And by that, I mean having established, veteran, older heels who are former world champions, know their hot shit, and have them be a heel faction that sticks together, that represents the old guard, and then having them compete with younger, talented people in order to get those young, talented people over, eventually beat, the older heels. Like, they try to do that, and they did that a lot of times with success with the original main event mafia, and I liked what they did there. I wish wrestling outside of that would do that, because we're not seeing that done here. We're seeing it the opposite. No. We're seeing the plucky baby face 40-year-old. Like, I mean, they're not, but like the older guard, I want to say, and then the heel young guard. It's the same thing they did with the new breed of ECW versus the ECW originals, and I feel like it would have been better the other way, because you're trying to get these young guys over. You're trying to get them in a position where people like them, the other guys are already over. Like, you don't need to get Johnny Gargano over. You don't need to get Tommaso Ciampa over. You didn't need to get like Sting, Kurt Angle, all those guys over in the main event mafia. I wish they would do something like that when they do these types of storylines, because it seems like every time wrestling does it. Again, Millionaires Club versus the New Blood, or I think it was that. Yeah, the New Blood in WCW did the same thing, and it was backwards. And I was like, I don't need to cheer for Lex Luger and Hulk Hogan. I can boo them. like I want to give me a reason to cheer Billy Kidman. Give me a reason to cheer Braun Breaker. I that's just my 2 cents. But hey. This Sunday, we'll find out what happens at NXT
WarGames
live on Peacock. Might be live on here too. Who knows? Anyway, that was fun.
That was fun. A lot more fun than I thought it was gonna be.
Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.